Right, good morning everybody. Thank you very much for joining me for a live solo playthrough of Marrakesh, Steffenfeld City Collection number 4, published by Queen Games. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. As always with these live streams, who knows? I did the live stream last night and suddenly all of the audio was wrong again. No idea why. But anyway, it's all working today and it sounds, hopefully it sounds good. In fact, I can tell you that the other webcam microphone is definitely not picking up my audio because it's over there unplugged. So, Marrakesh, my favourite game in the Steffenfeld City Collection so far. There have been 8 of them. I've done videos on 6 of them. I'm not doing videos on the series anymore, but yeah, City Collection number 4 is Marrakesh. This is the deluxe big box version. I think there are 97 different versions of this game now. I'm slightly exaggerating, but there was the deluxe version, the classic version. Then they released an essential edition. Then they've released a white box. I've lost track of how many different versions of this game there are. But they are all, I believe, the same rules. It's just different components and stuff like that. So, Colin is here. Colin's going to be my opponent today. And what I can tell you about this game is that there are 2 solo modes for this game. So, David Turksey and John Albertson worked on the solo modes for this game. And they've done 2 of them. One of them is called the PG-friendly solo mode. That's the one we're going to be playing today because the other solo mode is outside of my comfort zone. For those of you that don't know, I like my solo modes fairly simple, either no Automa or AI whatsoever, such as in Uwe Rosenberg games where you just play the game just as you would normally, or a relatively simple solo mode where you flip a card, it does a thing, removes a card from the offer, and that's it. I'm not keen on the fairly complex AI mode with flowcharts to work out what another player would do. I don't want that in my solo games. I know a lot of people do, a lot of people like it, but it's not for me. So, full disclosure here, this is not a sponsored playthrough video. Vicky is out for today, so I've decided that I will be doing some solo playthroughs, and I put a list up on my Patreon page a week or so ago of all of the things that I could do today, and there was about 15 different things on that list, including playing computer games, painting miniatures, all sorts of things. And the 2 things that they voted on that I'm going to be doing today are Marrakesh solo this morning, and this afternoon, Terraforming Mars solo using the new Automa, also designed by David Turksey, but this time with Nick Shaw. So yeah, thank you very much to all of my Patreon supporters for supporting the channel. And if you like the content that I create and you want to help me continue to make videos like this, this is the 4th video in a series of 9 live streams that I'm doing over the next few days, and none of them are sponsored at all by publishers. So it's thanks to the support of the Patreon that I'm able to keep doing things like this. And Patreon support has been dropping for the last 4 months. That's not the reason why I'm doing this, but if you are in a position to be able to support me and help me carry on and you enjoy my videos, then patreon.com/gaming rules. Right. That said, because it's not a sponsored playthrough video and it is 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, I haven't prepped for this. So you are going to learn how to play the solo game with me. And we're going to unbox it and we're going to set it up. And it's going to be a little rough. It's going to be a little rusty. But as I say, this is just a very informal video that I'm doing first thing on a Saturday morning. Yes. And if you're interested in actually seeing how the game plays, I have done a proper how to play video for this game. A full how to play video teaching you all of the rules of the game. And I think I've done a multiplayer playthrough. I think I have. Ages ago. But yeah, today's video is going to be very, very rough, and I will be honest with you, I don't completely remember how to play the game. It's been a while. I don't know when the last time I played this game was. But I'm sure it'll come back to me because it was one of my favourite games of that year. As I've mentioned, it is my number 1 game in the Steffenfeld City Collection. Steffenfeld is one of my favourite designers. I do love his games, and yes, I very, very much enjoyed this game. I won't be using any of the expansions. Oh, expansions, yes. So the solo mode didn't come with the base game. I've just remembered, the solo mode did not come with the base game. You have to have got the first expansion, which is Camels and Nomads, which is thankfully is over there. I didn't actually know where that was. Yeah, you need the expansion to play the solo mode. So what else do we need? I don't know what else we need. We probably need these tiles. Let's take these tiles out. Right, I think that's everything. So And I've not got my cup of tea yet either. Morning, Chrissy. Morning, Anita. Morning, Danny. Morning, Rasmus. Any reason why you stopped doing videos on them? Yeah, it's very simple. They no longer asked me to do videos. So the how to play videos that I did on the Stefan Feld City Collection, they were sponsored. Queen Games sponsored me to create videos. And the plan was that every time there would be a game, I would create a video on it. But after we'd done 6 of them, they decided not to do that. And there's no blame on them. I'll be honest with you. The number of views, which is the most important factor in any YouTube content creator's life, despite what people say. The people who say views don't matter are the people getting 200,000 views per video. It does matter. It's the most important metric. And the views that I was getting on the how to play videos for the Stefan Feld City Collection were not great. Yeah, they were taking me like 40 to 50 hours to create. I was charging Queen Games an appropriate amount of money for 40 to 50 hours work. They were paying that money. That was all fine. But then a month later, when the videos had 1,500 views and 4 comments, yeah. So if I was Queen Games and I looked at the views of those videos, I would no longer pay me to create the videos because I don't think it was worth it. That's the harsh reality of life as a YouTube content creator. If you don't get the views and you don't get the engagement, then publishers will stop getting you to do videos for their games. That's just how it is. Anyway, let's go and get the expansion. Whoa. And this is why, just continuing on that, but not wanting to get too depressing about the state of my channel. You may notice that some big American content creators are getting sponsored playthrough videos 3 or 4 times a week. That's because they're getting 10 to 15,000 views. So if you're a publisher and you've got a choice, well, I could get this channel to do a video and they get 10 to 15,000 views per video, or we could pay Paul to do the video and Paul gets 1,500. Who are you going to pick? And that is just the reality of the situation. And there's nothing I can do about it. So let's have a look in here. This hasn't even been punched yet. So this is the new expansion stuff, Camels and Nomads. And we're not going to use any parts from the expansion, but we're going to dig in and we're going to find the solo mode. So solo mode, back of the rulebook, we have a simplified pressure bot. That's it. That's the PG friendly mode. Also additional solo development. Also John Alberson, Chuck Case, one of my patron supporters. In fact, John's a patron supporter as well. And Gary Perrin. So, please tell me this is not all the solo mode. No, that can't be all the solo mode. Where's the solo mode? Let's go back to the start. Nomads. Pasha bot. Solo rules for Marrakesh, page 9. Oh, it is that. Right. Wow. Okay, yeah. So the actual Pasha bot is all of this, all of this, all of this, all of this, and all of this. And all of this, and a bit of this. Woo. Yeah, so that's beyond my comfort level. So we have a simplified Pasha bot, brackets, designed for Paul Grogan, and that's what we're going to be doing. So if you're Paul Grogan, do the following. Set up. The Pasha bot does not need pawns. The Pasha bot board, okay, so the Pasha bot board, I think, was this. Yep, so this is the Pasha bot board. We don't need that. You can go back in the box. It doesn't need pawns. Okay, I can't remember what the pawns are. It doesn't need strategy tiles. So there are 15 strategy tiles, and we don't need them. That's nice. So let's just check where the strategy tiles are. I think this is all from the Nomads expansion. Yeah, as if the game didn't take up enough space already. Nomads expansion adds even more. And I believe that there's a second expansion as well. Right, I think these are strategy tiles. So we don't need those. Right, yeah, I don't think we need any of this stuff. Okay, let's put that back in. Move this out of the way. We'll see if we need it later on. We need a player aid. Oh, okay, so we needed the player aid. Well, we might need the player aid. We might not need the player aid. So we don't need the pawns, the Pasha-bot board, or the strategy tiles. It will only use the cloth bag with keshes. Put one keshi of each colour into the bag. Is that the normal bag? I mean, the cloth bag, I can't even remember the base game. I think you use a cloth bag. It will only use the cloth bag with keshes. Put one keshi of each colour into the bag. Draw the keshes one at a time, placing them from left to right in a line, forming the keshi priority line. This will determine its keshi drafting priority during the game. I don't think he's going to go smoothly today. As I say, I've not done any prep on this. And yeah, it looks like that I might have to learn some stuff. But that's fine. This is what I do on a Saturday morning. Okay, let's set the game up. I don't know if I'm setting the game up for a 2-player game. Assembly of the Pasha-bot board, we don't need to do that. Set up the game and your own player area as if playing a 2-player game, but instead of a second player board, use the Pasha-bot board, but we're not using the Pasha-bot board, okay? You draw 3 starting keshes from the cloth bag as described in the core rules. The Pasha-bot does not. 3 starting keshes from the cloth bag as described in the core rules. Yeah, I can't remember that bit. So we only need 1 player board. That's the important thing. And we need the main game board. I've got the window open if you wonder what all of the noises are. Oh, apparently you don't use the bag in the base game. Okay. I didn't think you did. Well, maybe not apart from setup. Because it's talking about, as per normal setup, you get 3 keshes from the bag. Right. So, how are we going to lay all of this out? Well, that can go over here. That can go... You can probably zoom in a little bit. There you go, Colin. Yeah, get yourself over there. All of this stuff. Got this. What's this? Player aid. Okay. Let's get rid of that. What are these bits? I don't know what these bits are. So, shall we zoom in a bit? Yes, I think we can zoom in a bit. Here we go. Set focus. Focus is set. Okay, so this can go here. My player board can go here. Right, should we go through the setup? Put the game board in the centre of the playing area. Well, I failed to do that because I put it slightly to the right. Place the cube tower. I don't know if we're going to use the cube tower. I guess we do. The much discussed cube tower. Lots of people saying it doesn't work. It does work. It's fine. Doesn't capture as many as needed, but that's okay. I believe when they did the new version, they did slightly different boards so that it captured a bit more, but it's fine. Where's that gonna go? Oh, we need something above the board, don't we? Something goes above the board or below the board? Above the board. That's it. It's going to go there. Cube tower's going to go there. Might need to move that because I need to reach through it. William's just been through the simplified solo rules and I should be fine. Excellent. Thank you for that. It makes me a bit more comfortable. Okay. Scrolls. Yeah, that's these things. So we put these on the various buildings. I mean, they've been pretty much shuffled. No idea what order they're in. I do like setting up games. I like sorting out components and just putting things in the right places. Just makes me happy. Do this all day long. Set up games. Maybe I should get a job for setting up games. Just travel around conventions, setting up people's games for them. There you go. There's a corner in the market there. Okay. 3 equal stacks of them. 3 equal stacks of them. 3 equal stacks of them. And there are less of these. Okay, scroll's done. Reveal the top scroll of each stack. Right, next, mix the exchange offices, choose 3 randomly. Exchange offices, we've got an arrow, it's those. The green things. Where are the green things? Here. Okay, now there are advanced ones mixed in here, but that's fine. I'm gonna mix in the advanced ones. So 3 of these at random because I believe there are 3 rounds in the game. We don't need that. And then we flip the top one face up. Yeah, it's top exchange office. So there you go. Oh, Anita's, yeah, you're similar to me. I have the same sort of things. Mix the luxury goods face down and deal them to the 5 souk shops on the game board in 5 stacks of equal size. That's these. So, Anita, if you walk into a friend's house, or even not a friend's house, and they've got a picture on the wall that's slightly at an angle, do you turn it so it's facing, so it's straight? Because I do. I can't stop. I literally can't stop myself. Something's not right and I can fix it, I'll fix it. Right. Step 6, river tiles. That's these. So there are season icons based on that. Yep. And you're supposed to put them in the cloth bag, but it doesn't really matter. So 1 tile per season. So this is season 1. So I'm going to put a tile random side up. It says any side up. It means a random side up. Yeah, okay. So we've got tile 13. Yeah, so tile 13 is the season tile for the first season, which is pink, brown, or yellow. Pink, brown, or tan. Yeah, okay. Season 2 is this one. And you do see ahead of time what the others are going to be. So I'm going to have this one. Activate 2 pink areas. And then season 3. It's going to be this one. Nice and simple. 7 points and 3 points. Okay. River tiles, done. City gates. Now I've got the deluxe version, so these are really nice, funky wooden pieces, which are much better than the tiny little cardboard pieces you get with the base game, but they're fine. But these are much, much nicer. And you get 8 of them per area. Kind of just taking them at random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in there. Eight in there. And don't worry, I will tidy them up. 8 in there. Okay. Setup is a bit of a beast for this game. While you're waiting, if somebody wouldn't mind making me a cup of tea, just milk and 1 sugar. Thank you. And just send it over the internet. I think that's how it works, isn't it? These don't quite fit. Yeah, I remember, I think what I did is I topped and tailed them like that. But yeah, they're, they're very tight, don't quite fit properly. Oh, we're missing one. Yeah. Let's just put it there. In fact, that one can go at the end. That's fine. Okay. Oh, what's the red gates? And then finally, my arm's hurting. I need to reach all of the way over here. Right. Gates are dunsies. Right, what's next? Resources. Water, dates, and dinars. Dinars or dinars? I don't know. And caches by colour and keep them next to the supply. Yeah, so they're here. They're all in here. And I don't think I need to really take them out. I'm just going to keep them all next to me here as a supply. Right. Player components. Each player takes a player board, 6 pawns. Six pawns? 6 player pawns, a scoring marker, a screen, a supply board, and an audience disc. It says any audience disc. Oh, that's one of the pink ones. So I'm just going to take random pink audience disc from the top, and then you can choose where it goes. I seem to remember. So 6 pawns, yeah, they are all different, but I think in the base game they were all the same. So we've got this one. I can't remember where this one goes. There's 2 slightly different ones. I think the one with the white hat goes here, but it doesn't really matter. The boat's going to go here, and these are going to go here. So scoring marker starts on space 10. So the fisherman on the starting space of the river track, the Iman's student, yeah, the Sultan's courtier, 3 remaining pawns are my assistants. Right, oases. That's these. Part of the game that I'm not 100% keen on. But it is what it is. Each player draws 6 and places them face down on the designated Sahara spaces of their player board. Yeah, so it's random scoring tiles that you don't know what they are. And the reason why I don't like this part of the game is that you might get late in the game and you might reveal one and it might be useless for you. The idea is that you reveal them early so that you've got something to aim for. But yeah, I'm just not keen on late in the game. Somebody reveals one and goes, oh, wait a minute, that's going to be worth loads of points because I've already been doing that. And somebody else reveals one and goes, oh, well, that's useless to me. So it's a little bit of a random factor that I'm not keen on. Each player puts their supply board above their player board. That's that. On the left is the personal supply of resources. To the right, claimed oases will be placed during the game, starting from the left arrow. 8 caches in the cloth bag. Right, okay, so 8 caches, 1 of each colour, except for yellow, purple, orange, and brown. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, those 2 are quite hard to tell apart on camera. You might not be able to tell them apart, but that one's tan, that one's white. Okay, I don't have sugar in the tea. No. Did I say sugar? I didn't mean sugar. Just milk. No sugar. I used to have sugar, but I managed to cut it out about 2 years ago. And I'm very happy about that. So these are supposed to go in a cloth bag. And it says each player draws 2 caches randomly or 3 in a game with 2 players. Okay, so I'm just going to get 3 of those at random. 1, 2, 3. And then I put them on the spaces here, and I will unlock those as I play the game. I'm going to stick them down at random for now. I might change my mind in a minute. Each player places their audience disc on the main square in any orientation, pink side up. That's fine for now. Provision tiles, that's these. Okay, so everybody gets, say everybody, me. I get 3 provision tiles placed above the supplier board. Okay, so let's have that one, and that one. This part of the game I really like. Why is the middle one face up? Oh, you examine all 3 tiles and decide which will be the active one. This should be placed face up and the other 2 kept face down. All right, so I can choose. Oh, Loki's just come in. Yeah, hello, Loki. You want to come and play Marrakesh? Yeah, come up. Come up. There you go. Say hello. Say hello to them. Oh. Oh, your audience. This is your YouTube channel. No? Not interested? You're going to settle down? Right, so which one of those do I want? It's gone. For the first season. I mean, I don't know. At this stage of the game, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that to there, and I'm going to choose that that one is the first one. Oh, door's going to close. Just going to open the door again because it's blown closed in the breeze. The weather's a lot nicer today than I thought it was going to be. Apparently, we've had gorgeous weather in the UK for the past week, and it's supposed to have turned this weekend, and it hasn't yet. It's still another gorgeous day. Monday's supposed to be bad. Bank holiday Monday is supposed to be bad weather, but thankfully, I'm staying in all day and playing Agamonia, which won't be streamed. Yeah, my plays of Agamonia are not streamed. Half of them are played at this house downstairs, and half of them are played at a friend's house. But Vicky's part of our Agamonia campaign, and Vicky won't ever be on camera or stream or anything. So, yeah. So the Agamonia games that we're playing, and it's probably my most played game this year, and it's one of the best games I've ever played. It's fantastic. But yes, that will be happening on Bank Holiday Monday. But those aren't live streamed, I'm afraid. So, provision tiles, we've done that. Each player takes 1 water, 1 dinar, and a date, as well as a keshi in each of the colours. So, these go here. So, let's have some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What are we missing? Brown. Choose a star player at random, give them the season tracker and the round tracker. Okay, so I don't think we need this. This tray can go down here. Anymore. Are we set up? I think we are set up. So let's go back to Solo Rules 101. Where are they? I could pixelate Vicky out, yeah, but she doesn't want her voice being on camera either. So yeah, it's a no-go. Okay, so it will only use the cloth bag with keshis. Put 1 keshi of each colour into the bag. Okay. Done. You start as the first player, gaining the round tracker. It alternates between you and the Pasha bot as usual. Is that the camel? I don't know if that's the camel, but I'm going to use the camel. We'll just stick it here. Right. So select cache and deploy assistance. Right, okay, let's remember how to play the game. So 3 seasons, and in each season you need to provision your people. So we have select caches and deploy assistance. So each player secretly chooses 3 caches from behind their screen, and those are the caches which is basically going to determine where my assistants go, which is going to determine the 3 things that I'm going to be doing in this particular round. There are 4 rounds in a game, 4 rounds in a season, and in each round you use 3 of your caches, so you will use all of your 12 caches, I believe. Morning, Jonathan. Thank you for popping in. Kit says, still debating whether to get Agamoria or not. Yes, is the answer. Always the answer. So what 3 things do I want to do this turn? Are you coming back, Loki? Well, let's do a bit of... I think that's entertaining, because I think I know I'm going to be able to move that there and rotate and get 3 of those. As for the other things, I don't know. At this point in time, I have... What? I gave you food. Go and make me a cup of tea. I don't have any overarching strategy of what I want to do because I don't have any direction. I don't have anything telling me, oh, do this and you're going to get loads of points, which is a good thing because I don't like games where it forces you to do a particular thing just because of a random tile you got. But also it means that I actually don't know what I want to do. So let's let's stick a green one down and let's stick a blue one down. Right, they're the 3 things that I'm going to do. It's not going to be an efficient game today. It's going to be a relearning game. So select caches and deploy assistants. Each player simultaneously selects 3 caches, holds them in their hand, then you show them openly and you put your assistants in those areas. So the 3 things that I'm going to do this round are... Oh, I've got the red player board. Why have I got the red player board? The blue player board. Has anybody spotted that in the chat? If you have, apologies, but I should be having the blue player board. Thought something was wrong. Kept seeing all of this red. There we go. So, meanwhile, I'm doing that. I'm going to fishing. I'm going to gardening. And I'm going entertaining. Right. Now, what does Pashabot do? So in the select caches and deploy assistance, I draw 3 random caches from the Pashabot's bag and throw them into the tower along with the caches chosen by you. Do not place assistance for the Pashabot. Yeah, okay. So that's nice and easy. I'm putting those 3 in, and also these 3 are going in. Again, simulating another player. You can flip the blue goods tiles. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to flip the top one. Thank you. Oh, I've got them the wrong way around. Wow, they're all pretty expensive, apart from the dagger. So, throw them into the tower, see what happens. Okay, so 2 of them have got stuck. In fact, they've got stuck on the top. Okay, so we've only got 4 caches that have come out. So for those people that say the tower is a complete waste of time, nothing ever gets stuck in the tower, well, there you go. I've just thrown 6 in, and only 4 came out. But thankfully, what's going to happen is next time I throw some in, they're going to get dislodged. Right, now, claim caches and deploy them. So after the players have sorted the tower by colour, split them up in turn order, so each player claims 2 caches of a single colour, placing them immediately in the corresponding sector of the board. Yes, and if you place a green, pink or brown, you get an immediate bonus. And the Pashabot, starting with the first player, draft caches from the tower base. When it's the Pashabot's turn to claim, use the following priority list. Anywhere there's 2 or more, and any that appears in the cache priority line. That's what I've not done. I've not done this cache priority line yet. What did I miss? Ah. Put one keshi of each colour into the bag, draw them one at a time, placing them from the left to right. That's their priority. Okay, so they have their own priorities. So which... Yeah, okay, let's just do this again. So they're the ones that were in the bag. Okay, so the Automa's priority line is as follows. Oh, black. So they're going to go for black first. Then they're going to go for green. Then they're going to go for purple. Then tan, which I think is the guards. Then yellow. Blue or teal, slightly tealy turquoise. Orange. Brown. And in our space, red. Pink. Grey. And white. Okay, so that is Pashabot's priority. So on Pashabot's turn, well, first of all, my turn, which one of those do I want to take? And I want to take the... Excuse me. I'm going to take the... I'll take the green one. And I put it in here. And I get a point. Winning. Do we need points for my opponent? I guess we do. Surely we should let our opponent get some points. And my opponent is Colin. So I'll just put Colin there. There you go, Colin. Have 10 points. So, I've drafted... Oh, I took it from there. Should have taken it from there. Oops. Right, so I took a green one from the tower. I put it there, get a point. So, Colin is going to take anything where there's two of them. There aren't two of them, so it goes into the priority from left to right. So it's taking that one. And what's it doing with it? Nothing. There you go. I like this AI. This is nice. I definitely like this. Right, okay. My go. What do I want to take? I'm going to take this, which goes on here and doesn't get me any immediate bonus. And then Colin takes that one and gets it discarded. Right, that's it. That's that round. That's that phase done. The next phase is using assistants. So in this phase, in player order, each player can use an assistant to either take a new keshi of the appropriate area or perform the action of that sector. And at the start of the game, performing the action is actually quite weak. So I'm going to use this assistant to take another green keshi, which is a date picker that gets a point. I'm going to use that keshi to take another fisherman. That goes on there. And then I'm going to use this keshi to... Well, I don't have any here. So if I use that one, you rotate the disc, select one space where there is an entertainer. Oh, so I don't actually have an entertainer. Okay, so I'm just going to take an entertainer. Yeah, I probably should have taken an entertainer. And I'm going to put it on here. If I've got this correct. Oh, I was supposed to have rung Vicky. Completely forgot. You didn't phone, but I don't know if that was you or the car. Yeah, okay. I forgot to ring Vicky. I'm just going to send her a message. I forgot to call. We got a new car recently. We picked up a new car last week, and she's been trying to tether her phone to her car. And the plan was that I would ring her once she'd left to make sure that it worked, and I completely forgot. So that's me and my memory. Okay, so where are we up to? Yeah, so when I place the deployment bonus, get the bonus next to the space once only, so I gain one date. And then, if I was to do this in future, I could rotate it and then choose the number of people next to one of the entertainers. I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. Take dice for the dice tray instead of the priority. Yes. I did that. Sorted. Right, I think we're good. So I've done 3 things, and I literally just took extra caches. Yeah, so I only took 2 caches from the tower. Please bring back more Jaffa cakes. No, we've still got Jaffa cakes that were given to us at GridCon that we've not gone through yet. Right, so on the using assistance, you play your turns. The Pasha bot doesn't do anything. Yep, definitely like this solo mode. I just play my game as if I would normally, and it simulates the fact that another player is putting stuff in, and another player is taking stuff. That's great. That's what I don't want another player. So, is that it? This is going to be quick. Tell you what, if I knew how to play, this would be a really quick game. So I'm not doing any of that, and now we do river bonus and end of round. Already, yeah, river bonus and end of round. So all players who have crossed at least the first rapid get a bonus. No. Refill the Pasha bot's bag to 1. Oh, that's the end of season. Yeah, okay, that's it. River bonus. There isn't a river bonus. Season scoring. So river evaluation. The player whose fisherman is farthest down the track. Okay, it's not clear because it does say that I don't use pawns. So does that mean I always get the bonus if I'm farthest ahead? I guess I do. It just says play your turns only. Skip the Pasha bot's turns. So I guess the player whose fisherman is farthest down the river wins the river evaluation. Oh, that's the season scoring. River bonus and end of round. Yeah, okay. Before the next round starts, the start player passes the round tracker to their left neighbour. This player is the start player for the next round. Okay, so Colin is going to get the camel. There you go, Colin. You are the camel. And we now do next round. Cat hairs everywhere. Loki jumps up for like 5 seconds, and suddenly there's cat hairs absolutely everywhere. Right. Yeah, are we good to go? I think we're good to go. So, which 3 things am I going to do this round? That's not mine. No, this is mine. This is mine. Right. So, we can't do any of the things that we did last round. I still don't know. Let's go for grey. Let's go for brown. And let's go for white. Okay, so they're the 3 that I'm putting in. So it's grey, brown, and white. Okay, so they're going to go in, and 3 of these. I should probably put these in the bag. That would be easier. It's a dromedary, is it? Got 1 hump. Okay. Still a camel, though, isn't it? So, 3 of mine are going in. 3 of Colin's are going in. Off we go. Let's drop them in. See what comes out. Okay, unfortunately, there's 2 there, and Colin's going first this round. But again, loads of them have stuck in. So I've just put another 6 in, and only 5 have come out. That means there's 3 stuck in the tower. Gosh. Okay, so Colin is drafting first, and there is 2 there, so he takes those 2. Right, me. What do I want to take? I'm just going to take a grey one. So grey one goes in here. Oh, aren't the red ones really powerful? The red ones are like special water things. Ah, yeah, and don't you need them for something? Ah, right, I'm just remembering what the red ones. Water vendors. When you use an assistant in a sector containing a water vendor, you get 1 water. Right. Oh, okay. So I think I want to take the red one, and I'm going to put it here. Okay, so I don't think I get any immediate bonus, or do you? So, deploy caches, claim caches, deploy them. Take up to 2, deploy them. So green, pink and brown get a deployment bonus. Red caches are water vendors. In each sector except the souk there is 1 water vendor space where exactly 1 red cache may be deployed. Okay, yeah, we're good. So, what's Colin going to take? Colin is going to take orange. So he takes that one. I guess that's good. That's a classic David Turtsey design, is that you kind of have an idea of what the AI might take so that you can accommodate that into your choices. And then I'm going to take a grey one, which goes there. Right. Red is also what you need for completing sectors. Yes, thank you, Ian. So yes, completing sectors, it's not complete until you've got all of the caches of the colour and also a water vendor. So me, I'm going to have a fairly simple first turn again. Oh, sorry, this simple second turn. We're going to remove that assistant to gain another grey cache. Can't remember what they're called. We're going to remove that assistant to get another white one. And because I've activated a sector, have I activated the sector? When you use one of your assistants in a sector containing a water vendor. Yes. So I gain a water. And then I'm going to use this one to simply gain a caravan cache. And that caravan cache can go left or right. Or it can go down here and get any 2 resources. We're going to go right. We're going to go on here. And that's not 1 coin to flip it over. That's 1 coin to claim it. I can't remember how you claim it. Sahara. So when you deploy a brown cache, you discover it. By using the Sahara sector, you can claim one of your discovered oases. Okay, that's using the sector. So we flip this over, and it is points at the end of the game, 3 points plus 1 for every scroll that I've got. So that's, if I claim it, that's leaning me into scrolls. And scrolls is all about getting knowledge, and you get knowledge at the university, which is the grey one. Right. That's me done. All right, that's me done. Wow, quick turns are quick. River bonus and end of round. No river bonus, no end of round. Camel passes back to me. Okay, what am I going to do? Let's put, well, because I'm going first, I'm going to put the red one in. I'm going to put the red one in, I'm going to put the purple one in, and I'm going to put the yellow one in. So those are going in. So purple and yellow is there. And red is... Oh, red I choose. Oh, I've forgotten about that. That was amazing. So I could just say I'm going up the fishing track, and at least then I would be first, and I'd get the bonus at the end of the season. Seems a bit cheaty, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Is it worth it? I say it's a bit cheaty. That's all it's going to do. Is I'm effectively placing that to get one of those things. Is it really worth it, or do we get a scroll? Because if I go in here, I've got 2 knowledge. I could get one of these, or can I get both of these? I think I can get both of these, but then I wouldn't have any dates, and I need 2 dates. I can't go gardening, and I've used my pink one. Oh, so many choices. So maybe we don't do that. Maybe we do go here. No, let's go here. Oops. Right, okay, so 3 caches from Colin. It's those 3, plus these 3. In we go. We've only got 5 out. Again, that tower is really trapping them. At some point soon, loads are going to fall out. Can anybody see from the overhead camera? You can see that there's a pink one there. There's definitely some inside, because unless there's like a wormhole inside leading to another dimension, that tower is really getting filled up with caches. Okay, my go. Do we want to take the red one, or do we want to take the 2 yellows? Now, this is where this is really clever, because I know that if I take the 2 yellows, Colin's going to take the purple one instead of the red one. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking the 2 yellows. So Colin is going to take the the purple one. Then I can take the red one, or I could take the blue one. Or if I take the blue one, I'll get 3 spaces. I get a point. Don't want a point. No, I'll take the red one, and I will put it here. And then Colin takes the blue one. Right? Assistants. I'm going to use this assistant first, which gets me a water and moves me 2 spaces up on here. And then, do I want to use these assistants to buy something? No. So I'm going to use this assistant to... Because this is just points, isn't it? I don't need points. Who needs points? So I'm just going to use that assistant to take a purple one. I'm going to use that assistant to take another purple one. Right. Done. River bonus for the end of the round. I don't get a river bonus because I didn't cross that space. And now we do the final round of the season. And mine is black. Tan is the gatehouse, I think. Yeah, and orange is there. Those are going in along with these. And it is now Colin, who's the first player. Right, here we go. Come on. Hey! Right, finally, some more have fallen out. Okay. You could also exchange for goods based on the round tiles. Oh, yeah, this. I forgot about that. Thank you. So instead of taking a good, I could have used that. Oh, and actually, they're really good. This is the advanced one. Okay, it's fine. I didn't do that, but thank you very much, Ian. I had forgotten about that exchange a Rooney tile. So Colin is picking first, and he picks those 2. Right, me. What do I want to take? This is a very good question. I'm going to take a grey one. So Colin's turn. Colin takes the green one. Then my turn. I'm going to take the... I'm going to take the pink one, and I'm going to put it on here. Here, which moves me 1 up on this track. Okay, and then Colin is going to take the purple one, and then I'm going to take the orange one. Nope, this is not Star Wars, that's tomorrow. Morning, Rick, thank you for popping in. Yes, tomorrow is Star Wars Day, for those people that don't know, and this time tomorrow, me and Rick are going to be playing Star Wars Rebellion. Here on the channel, the video is set to go, so if you want to click the notification button, you can, but that's happening tomorrow morning. Funny story, this morning I decided while I was making my porridge to get into the Star Wars mood, so I asked Alexa to play some Star Wars music. I said, play the Imperial March from Star Wars. And she started playing some weird techno rave version of the Imperial March. I'm like, stop, not interested in that. Give me some John Williams. Anyway, we've done that. We're now activating caches. So this one, very simple. I'm just going to gain one of these. This one, I can't remember how this works. You either gain a guard or place a guard at a gate. Well, I'm going to gain a guard, and the guards go here. And then this one, so thanks to Ian reminding me, I can now use this if I wanted to. And I think I might, or I could buy something. I could buy this dagger, but I'm tempted to do this. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's spend this orange good, which is a bag of spice, to gain a water and move myself 1 up on any one of the tracks. So I'm going to move up on this track, and I believe when you pass through a threshold, you get a money. And also when you pass through a threshold, you get one of those bonuses. Is it one of those bonuses? The mosque and the palace. Got them the wrong way round. There you go. Okay, so the one with the white hat doesn't go in the white area. It goes here. Yeah, if you cross the threshold, you get a dinar and a connection bonus. One of the depicted bonuses. Right. Okay, so I can either get a point, one up on the river, or a date. Let's have a date. There you go. Okay, and that's it. That's my assistance done. So we do an end of round bonus. Still didn't cross the threshold. But now we do the end of season bonus. Season scoring. Refill passion pots back to 1 cash of each colour. Here we go. You can claim the river bonus tile if you have passed the first, second, or third rapid in the first, second, or third season. Okay, so change of plan. I wouldn't have done that. I would have done that instead. So let's undo this. Let's get my orange good back. Let's lose the water. Let's move myself down on here, which means I lose the money and I lose the date. Okay, so instead of doing that, I did that, which is spend a lantern, gain a date, and 1 space up on the river. What that means is at the end of the round, I get a point, and it means at the end of the season, that's it. So what I'm going to do as a reminder for this, I'm actually going to take the other player's boat and put it there. So basically in season 1, as long as I've passed that, I get the tile. In season 2, I've got to have passed there. And in season 3, I've got to have passed there. That's the bit of the game that I wasn't keen on. It felt weird that I could just move 1 space and still win the bonus. And actually, I'd misread the rule. So we're good. End of season, I get that. So I can get pink, brown, or tan. Let's take another pink. And this time we're going to put it, we're just going to put it there and get our money. Okay. Is that it? This is actually quite a simple game. Thinking about it, it's everything feels really smooth and connected. It's just a game that really suits me. I really like it a lot. So river evaluation providing for citizens. So 2 dates and some water to keep them happy. Okay. And then preparing for the second and third seasons. Okay, so we get rid of that. We get a new one of these. We place the river tile for the next season on the space, which goes there. Each player takes a keshi of each colour and we fill the bag. Okay, great. Yeah, love this solo mode. Thank you very much for doing a Paul-friendly solo mode, because I'm not the only one. Let me know in the chat. And if you're watching this back afterwards, leave me a comment. Solo modes. Do you like them complex with an AI flowchart where you're playing against an actual virtual other player? Or do you like them really simple like this? Let me know what you think. There is definitely a space for both types of solo modes in the hobby. And I know a lot of people who like them super complex, but not me. You can also spend water every time you move up the river to move an additional space. You mean that rule that I always forget, Jackie? Yes. Thank you for that. Every time you move up the river, you can spend water to move further. I had forgotten about that. So I go back to the start, and now we need to get there by the end of the season. Okay. Whose goes it? Can't remember. So I started, so it was me, Colin, but then I had the Stefan Feld figure, wherever Stefan Feld is. Where's Mr. Feld? So I had Stefan. Stefan now goes to Colin, and I believe Colin is going to start this round. I think that's how that works. So off we go. Yeah, we don't cycle anything, I don't think. Yeah, okay, right. So what are we doing? Oh, I need to choose which one of these is going to be my thing for next round. Oh, ow. Okay. How do I get money? Okay. This is going to be tough. I'm going to have that one. Jamie's saying the complexity of AI varies. If you're playing Ark Nova, you want a simple AI, but if it's a shorter game, you don't mind a more in-depth bot day. Yeah, I can see that. I think because I generally play games of this complexity. Rick says he likes his solo games played with other people. No, other people suck. People suck. Ian says, with you on solo mode, haven't played this one though, but you love the game. Top 3 Feld. What's your other games, Ian? I'm guessing Trajan, because Trajan is a phenomenal game. And that is still very, very high in my Stefan Feld games. I know Castles of Burgundy is generally regarded as the most popular one. I like it, but I don't like it as much as everybody else likes it. So, yeah, I'm going to guess Ian, Trajan, Marrakesh, and Castles of Burgundy. But I might be wrong. There is a lot of underrated Stefan Feld games. Aquasphere is brilliant. Notre Dame is brilliant. There's a lot of really, really good Stefan Feld games. But this is an exceptional one. So, what else do we need to do for the next round? I think we're done. Yeah, select caches. Deploy assistance. Right, what 3 things am I going to do this turn? Well, I think I might start getting some knowledge. And we're going to need 4 dates. So I definitely want to activate this at some point, so the pink's going in. I want to activate some knowledge at some point, so the grey's going in. And also I'm going to do, I don't know. How'd you buy the gates? Is that the guards? I can't remember how you buy the gates. The Medina. That's it. Select a gate from a workshop of their choice. Pay the money. Gain or lose the points. Take a cache of the colour matching the cities from the common supply and place it next to your player board. If the city gate's colour matches the sector's colour, you get 2 points immediately. So it comes with a cache. When you buy a gate, it comes with a cache. I'd forgotten that. Okay, right. So, Oracle of Delphi. Yeah, I didn't like that one. I didn't get on with Oracle of Delphi. Oh, Civolution, of course. I forgot about Civolution. My number 1 game of last year. Forgot that was a Stefan Feld game. Yeah. So yeah, Trajan definitely, Civolution and Marrakesh are probably my top 3. Let's go white. Okay, so these are mine, along with 3 from Colin. What colours are you going to pick, Colin? Pink, yellow, and green? Good choice. Good choice. It's kind of like your colours. And yes, I do talk to my inanimate objects. Welcome to my world. Oh, wow, there's another one stuck in there. This is weird. Oh, okay, so there's 2 pinks. That's a shame. Colin takes the 2 pinks. Right, what am I going to take? So, Colin will take the black. If I take something other than the black, Colin will take the black. Is that fine? Yes, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to take the green, which gets me a point. Actually, we don't need another player score. No. So Colin then takes the black, which means I then take the yellow. Oh, bit of a lackluster taking of caches. So, with the white one, we're going to choose that sector. We're going to gain a water. And we're just going to gain another white. I think it's a cleric. Now, for this one... We are going to do it. We are going to use this one, and we are going to spend our 3 knowledge points, and we're going to buy one of these scrolls, which is going to cost our one and only date, and we're going to need 4 dates later on. But these are pretty good. Yeah, these are pretty good. I'm going to take this one, which is immediately gain a lantern and a bag of spice. So bag of spice, lantern. Okay, and that's that tile done. Don't really need it anymore, but that's fine. And then we're going to use this one, and we're going to rotate, and we're going to activate this quadrant, and I get 3 dates. Okay, so that's not quite the food problem sorted, but still good. Still good. End of round river bonus. No. Next round. Okay, so let's go. I don't know now. I definitely want to do some of this stuff to get the dates. We're going to need money. We're all right for that. That's okay. We could move 2 up on this track. Oh, no, I can't. I've already done the white one. Black. I'm going to save my red. I don't know what I want to do with the red just yet. I definitely want to send 1 here, and I'll do that with the purple. Place your goods on the demand tiles to track what you need to avoid penalty. Yes. Yes, that's a good idea. As long as I remember that it is mine, I can spend it if I want to. We're going to go blue. Go get some fishes. And sure, let's go brown again. Okay, so let's reach in. Let's see what Colin's going to do. What you going to do, Colin? Okay, and it's me now. So hopefully the 2 purples will come out first. Well, we'll see. There's still 4 or 5 things in there. Oh, look at that. Wowzers. Okay, so yeah, I have to say, and I'm probably going to upset some people by saying this, but those people that said this game does not work at 2-player, this tower does not work, the game's rubbish. It's fine. What's the problem? I really don't understand what the problem is. It provides a little bit of variability. Some rounds you'll get 4 out, some you'll get 5 out. I don't see the big problem that everybody had with this tower. And I think this playthrough is showing that it's providing just a little bit of extra variability. I don't know. I don't see what the big problem is. Anyway, me first. We've got loads of options here now. I could take 2 whites. I could take 2 purples. I could take 2 greys. I could take the 1 red, but I'm probably not going to. What is Colin going to take? Colin's going to take the 2 purple if the 2 purple are still there. If I take the 2 purple, he's going to take the 2 grey. I kind of want the grey, so I'm going to take the grey. So I take the 2 grey. He then comes along and takes the 2 purple. I then come along and take the 2 white. Right. He then comes along and takes the the blue. Yeah, he takes the blue. I then take the red, and I will put the red. Oh, sure, okay. I kind of don't want to put it on here. I'm going to put it here. No, I'm going to put it. Tricky. Okay, I'm just going to put it. I'm going to put it here. Okay, and then Colin takes the brown one, and then I take the white one. Okay, right. So, my go. We're going to water it up. We're going to go on the river. Because there's a water vendor there, I get a water. Then we could move 2, and I could spend that water to move again. In fact, I could spend 3 water to move 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, which would get me the bonus. But it means I then don't have any water. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We're going to spend all of that water, thanks to Jackie reminding me of that rule. So I go 2 normally, and then another 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to remove this one, and we're going to go to the shops, and we're going to spend this carpet for a water and a date. That is the date that I need for that. So that's good. That's sorted. Then we're going to take this one, and we're going to take another. Oh, yes, we're going to take another brown keshi. And we're going to go. Where should we go? I think we're going to go here. But these are just more expensive to flip. So we'll go here. Why not go here? Three points plus 1 point for every keshi in here. Okay, so that's not good. We're not doing that. That's it. That's my 3 things done. End of the round bonus. I can either have a resource or a point. Well, I'm totally taking a resource. And it's going to be a date. Right. Back to Colin's turn. Colin, you're first. I am going to place... Now, at this point in the game, I do need more dates. So we're just going to spend 1 orange to go here. Don't know what we'll do with that 1 orange, but we'll see. I'm going to spend... Oh, these are a bit rubbish, actually. Let's just put that one in. And... Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. Hi John, thank you for popping in. The game is going very, very well. Thank you very much for doing a pull-friendly solo mode, because I'm loving it. It's exactly perfect for me, this solo mode. The tower today is... I think somebody's glued it on the inside. I think Spider-Man, the only explanation. Oh, the bin men have just arrived. I'm just going to close the window a minute. There we go. Go, dear. Now I've knocked the microphone over. Right, hopefully we're okay. And the sound might sound better now, because I just realised both microphones were on. Anyway, yeah, it's going really well. The bin men have just turned up, which is why I've just closed the window, and then I knocked the microphone over. Hopefully we're all good. And the lighting seems to have changed, because, yeah, I'll sort that out in a minute. The green screen's not working properly. Oh! Still hear the bin men through the window. Right, okay, we're good. Achievement unlocked. Yes, so what I was saying is Spider-Man sneaked in during the night, and he's put webbing all inside the tower. And it's really been hogging the things today. And there you go, it's doing it again. I keep putting 6 in and 5 keep coming out. Oh, it's 2 a.m. Ian. Yes, get yourself to bed. Thank you for joining in. And it's Colin's go first, so he takes the 2 orange ones. Okay, what am I going to take? I'm going to take that one. And then Colin takes that one. And I take that one. Right. Then we're going to use this to get another one. And then we're going to use these 2. Right. So I'm going to use both of these to trade 2 of these lanterns for water and dates. So I get 2 dates and 2 water, because I have a plan. I want to use those dates to buy some scrolls. That's it. End of the round. I get a bonus resource. So I'm going to take date. And then the final round for the second season, I'm going to use the red one to go here. I'm going to use the green one to go here, and I'm going to use that one to go here. Okay. Kitty's going to head out too. Yeah, it's late where you are. Very late. Here we go. It is a cunning plan. Very much a cunning plan. Aha! What have we got? Whose go is it? I think it's me first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it's me first. So what do I want to take? Well, 'tis interesting. I don't actually know now. For 5. Okay. Let's take this one, which gets me a point. Colin is now going to take this one. I'm then going to take this one. Colin is then going to take this one. I'm then going to take this one. And Colin takes this one. Right, I'm now going to activate this area. And I'm going to gain another date picker for a point. I'm then going to activate this area. Now, do we want to buy... Do we want to buy a gate? Possibly. Very possibly. Yeah. I can't quite remember exactly how gates work. I know you spend money and you get points or you lose points. But gates give you another keshi of that colour. That's what I do remember. So, let's do it. Let's build a gate. So I spend this. I'm going to build this gate here, which costs 1 money. Doesn't get me any points or lose me points. But it comes with a keshi of the colour. Well, you put it on the board. And if you put it on a thing that matches, you get the points. And then you get a keshi of the colour where you've placed it, which is not necessarily the colour of the gate. Is that right? Select a city gate from a workshop, pays the price, gets the points, place it onto an empty gate space, that deploying a guard from the watchtower to it, take a keshi of the colour matching the city gate's colour. Oh no, so you get it matching the city gate's colour. Okay, so yeah. So I put that there. That guard is now guarding that gate. I get 2 points because there was a colour match. And I take this that will be deployed at the end of my turn. So I'm actually just going to put it there. That's right. Hi, hello. You watched my earlier playthrough of Marrakesh. I mentioned Trajan is still one of my favourites. Yes, I mentioned that about 10 minutes ago. We talked about favourite Stefan Feld games. So Civolution, Trajan and Marrakesh are my top 3. Okay, and then we do this, and I've got 5 knowledge points, and I get a water for activating this area. Did I forget to take the water for the gardeners this turn? Oh, I think I did. Anybody check on that? I think I activated this, and I think I forgot to take the water for the gardeners. I'm going to take it. Tell me if I'm cheating. Now I've got 5 knowledge to spend, and I'm going to spend 5 knowledge on this one. So this one cost me 2 dates and says immediately I can spend a date to take one of these 7s. Now, I'm hoping I don't have to pay for it. Thankfully, Queen Games do an addendum, which has a full list of absolutely everything in there. Unfortunately, sometimes there's errors in them, but I don't think there is in this one. I hope there isn't. 5. Pay 1 date and take 1 scroll, ignoring that requires exactly 7 scholar keshis. Ignoring this require, it just says take 1 scroll from the display. Doesn't say pay for it. So I think I'm okay. End of the game is triggered after 3 seasons. This is almost the end of season 2. Yeah, do I have to pay for it? I don't think I do. No, because otherwise that would be crazy, because this would actually do nothing really at all. So I think I get it without paying for it. So which one of these do I want? I mean, that's good. That's any 3 caches. Yeah, that's really going to help me, isn't it? So we'll take that one, and I'm going to have any 3 caches. Oof, I don't know. And now I'm going to put that one in. So any 3 caches. Well, this is really going to help me complete areas. I mean, literally, it just opens everything up. So let's take so many options. I'm going to take a grey one, put it here. I'm going to take 2 green ones and put them here, which gets me 2 points. Okay, we're done. I think we are done. That is the end of the season. Well, no, first of all, we do end of round, and I get a resource, and I'm going to take a date. Or do I take a money? I'm going to take No, I'm going to take a date. And there we do end of season, and because I have managed to reach this point, I get to activate that, which I believe is activating the entertainment sector twice. Let me entertain you. Perform the sector action main square twice in a row. Between the 2 actions, you can rotate the audience disc by 1 as usual. Right, okay, so first thing we do is we're going to rotate it by 1. And I can either have 2 money, 1 date, or 3 up on the black track. 3 up on the black track. So 1, 2, 3, which gets me the money. And it gets me this thing that we had earlier on that I then didn't do. So we're going to have that one. Date. Okay, and then we're going to activate it again, rotating again. And this time I'm going to have 3 money. Nice. Okay, and now we have to pay. We have to provide provisions for our people, because we are a benevolent deity. Okay, I think that's the end of season 2. So I get Stefan Feld, which means I've got the dromedary camel, and we go again. I reveal that, so I'm now going to have to pay 2 water, 4 dates, and 3 money. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. That goes back there, and in order for me to get the bonus at the end of the round, I'm going to need to be there, which is basically 7 points. Okay, there's mine. Well, I'm getting quite desperate for my cup of tea. I will be celebrating with a cup of tea after this. This has been a fantastic experience. I've loved this. Okay, off we go. Final season, round 1. I need to flip that over. Yeah, we're good. Right. Have I had the opportunity to compare this to the Essential Edition? No, I haven't. I've seen the Essential Edition, and I agree it is exactly the same game. And to be honest, I got sent this copy for free because I was working for Queen Games and I did the video on it. If I was spending my actual money, I would now probably go for the Essential Edition because it's exactly the same game rules-wise. It's not quite as pretty, but it comes in a smaller box, and space is really important for me. Right then, come on. We can do this, Paul. Off we go. We're going to put that in there. We're going to put that in there. We're going to do some stuff this turn that's going to rock this world. We're going to put that in there. All right. Okay, that's my 3. And then Colin's 3. Okay, maybe I might have a Jaffa cake as well. Right, what's Colin doing? Colin's putting in... Oh, he's gone with the pink, tan, yellow strategy. Okay, what's going to come out? Who knows? Okay, 6 went in, 6 came out. Was it a different 6? It may not have been. Okay, so I'm picking first. What do I want? I want both the green and the grey. The problem is if I take the grey, he's going to take the green. If I take the green, he's not going to take the grey. Perfect. I take the green. It goes in there. I get a point. Then he's going to take the tan. I then take the grey. Put it in there. He then takes the yellow. I'm then going to take the what are we going to take? I'll tell you what, I might take the white. Again, and then he takes the pink. Okay, I'm just going to put the resources on here, like Ian suggested. I think Stuart said he does that as well. But you've got to remember you can actually spend these resources if you want to. And you don't have to spend the resources. You could just save the resources and just soak up, because it's minus 12 points. If you don't pay for the whole lot, you could just keep those resources, spend them on other things. It's actually not that punishing. It might seem a lot, but it's not. Okay, activation. We're going to activate this, which gets me a water. I've remembered this time. And I pick dates. That's 8 dates. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then we're going to activate this, which gets me a water. And I have 8 points of knowledge to spend. So, interesting. If I decide that I'm going to flip this over, I get 1 point per scroll. So I kind of want lots of little scrolls. But actually, the big scrolls are far better. Now, I do need to read what these do, because I don't know. What's 68, 71, 69? Right, big scrolls. 68. Each time you discover an oasis, you score that oasis once immediately. Nope, not interested in that. 71. Score one of your claimed oases immediately. Okay. I mean, that's like 6 points. And 69 says, at the end of the round, you get all of the bonuses from the rapids that you've crossed instead of only one. Not that bothered about that. Not that bothered. This one's quite nice. Yes. Okay, let's go for... Oh, so many options here now. Let's go for... Okay, so I'm going to spend my 8 knowledge. I'm going to buy that one, that one, that one, and that one. That's going to cost me 5 dates. Now, the order in which I take these and resolve them is going to be important, because I now have 3 continual powers. I don't really know what they do. But that's every time I do this, I get an extra resource. Every time I cross a threshold, I get a date. And every time I cross a river threshold, I get whatever that bonus is. Okay, there you go. And then we're going to take this one, which allows me to move up 3 on both of the tracks. Is that right? Advance 3 steps on both the palace and the mosque. Gain all appropriate bonuses. You choose the order. Okay, so first one. 1, 2, 3. Cross the threshold, get a money. Because I crossed the threshold, I also get a date. And then we're doing this one. Oh, and then we get one of these bonuses. So I will take a pink entertainer. And we'll put it here, which gets me 2 points. Right. Then we're going to advance 3 on here. 1, 2, 3. Cross the threshold, get 1 money. Because of this tech, I also get a date. And then I get one of these bonuses, and I will have... Oh, I'll have 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That was pretty awesome. If I say so myself. And then we're going to activate this one. Now I could complete the sector, which is effectively 10 points at the end of the game, or I could move 7 up on this track. Wow. Oh, it's not quite. But it would get me 1 money and a date, and then 3 points. I think it's better to complete the sector. Yeah, it is. It's better to complete the sector. So I'm just going to take a white Keshi. Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay, I feel like I've done a lot this round. So we now go to round... Was that only round 1? Wow, that was round 1 of the final season. Yeah, you can really do a lot when things get going. So, what are we going to do now? We have loads of dates. We can do this again. We can go here and we can spend more dates to buy more scrolls, which means that is going to be bonkers powerful. I've never done this strategy before. So we could absolutely do it again. I mean, I do need to do this at some point. So let's do that now, which means I'm going to need money. I have money. Okay, so we're going to do that, which is that one. We're going to use the red one to go here. And then we're going to use... the blue one. No, we'll save the blue one to the end, because then I can spend loads of spare water. Because that's what water's for. We'll just spend the orange one to go here. Okay, so those are going in along with these 3. Okay, here we go. Seriously? This tower sucks. This game's broken. Joking. Wow. I mean, for those people that say that the tower doesn't hold anything, I haven't modified that tower in any way. And yet, if I knock this table, it'll be full of stuff. Anyway, Colin is picking first. So, Colin takes the orange. Then I take... Well, I can't take the white, so I take the brown. And I'll put it here. And I'll flip this over. And this scoring tile is... if you've managed to reach the top of here, you get 7 points. Yeah. No. And then Colin takes that. Right. What a weird round this is going to be. So that's worth 6 points to me. That's worth a lot. So we definitely need to do that. Yeah, I think we're just going to take this and we're going to spend 2 money. Oh, it gets these. I forgot about these. Oh, completely forgot about these. Anyway, I'm going to spend 2 money and we're going to take these 2 tiles, because you can take as many as you want when you activate the area. But I'm going to take these 2, which unlocks that and that. So that's going to go in there, and the red one's going to go in... Well, I don't know now. We'll put it here. Okay, right. That's that. Then we're going to do this one, and I've got 8 points of knowledge. So I'm tempted now to buy this, because that is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 points. In fact, it's 11 points if I buy something else first. Yep, we're going to do it. So we're going to spend 4 dates. We're going to buy this one first. which gets me a carpet. Okay. And then we're going to buy this one, which means I can immediately activate one of my tiles. I'm going to activate that tile, which gets me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, probably 12. Let's call it 12. So from 26 to 38. Wowzers. Yeah. Pretty impressive. And how did I do that? I did that by taking that out. Did I take the water? I don't think I took the water. I'm going to take the water again. Again, if I did take the water, please tell me. I don't want to cheat. And then we're going to take this one out. And we probably want to sell the stuff at this point, because I don't really need any more resources. And there is some extra stuff. There's a 13-point necklace. So it's going to cost me 2 carpets, a lantern, and 2 bags of spice. And that's that, which is 13 points. So 41 to 51. Right, okay. We're done. End of round, no river bonuses. Penultimate round. I'm going to choose pink. I'm going to choose black. And I'm going to choose yellow. Okay, so those are going into the bag. Sorry, the tower along with those 3. Here we go. How many's going to come out this time? Maybe it's the angle I'm throwing them in at. There you go. And who's choosing first? Season 3 is me. I'm choosing first. So, what do we want? Let's take black. So Colin is going to take purple. I'm then going to take I'm going to take blue. Colin is then going to take tan. I'm then going to take red. And Colin is going to take yellow. And I'm going to take pink. Yeah, I wanted the pink. And we will just go here, I think, for one up on the river. Okay, right. Assistant time. So I'm going to use this one for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up on this track. Oh no, I've messed this up. Because if I go here, oh no, I do get the bonus. There is a bonus. That's fine. That's fine. So I get a water. And then I go 5 up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross the threshold, get a money, get a date. And then I get one of these things. So I could have fisherman, can't have another scholar, could have another lantern. Is having another lantern going to be any good for me? No. Or I could just have 5 points. Let's have 5 points. Nice. Okay, that's that done. Then we're going to activate this one, which gets me a water. So much water. Rotate this once, and then I can get any one of these bonuses. So I think I might just have this, which is 6 points. Unfortunately, I could move 3 up on this track. It's not quite the top. Oh, if I'd have known I was going to get to the top, or I could have done that as well. Yeah, I'll just have 6 points. 62. Right, that's that done. And then here, well, we've got this lantern. We can't buy anything with that lantern. So I'm just going to exchange it for 2 money. And then When I exchange something, I also get a resource, so I'll take another money. Right. I think we're done. End of round bonus. No end of round bonus. That would have been the advantage of moving this up earlier, is that I would have been continually getting the end of round bonus. But anyway, it is what it is. We're going fishing, we're going souking, and we're going gatehousing. So these three, this is the final turn of the game. And it is Colin to choose first. There they all are. Okay. Any ideas? Put your answers in the chat. How many caches are still left in the tower? How many do you think? Winner gets a Jaffa cake. So Colin's going first. Colin takes the black one. Me. Am I going to be completing any areas? I don't think I am. I kind of would like another gate though, because I've got the money to buy another gate. So we're going to take a guard. Colin takes this one, which is fine because I didn't want that one. I'm then going to take the fisherman, which is going to go there. Colin's going to take the purple good. I'm then going to take the orange one. Colin's then going to take the brown one. I don't need the grey one, so I'm going to take the red one. But I don't know where I'm going to put it. No. I'll put it here. It's fine. And then Colin takes that one. Imre says the 7 still in the tower. Have you been counting? Willem says 3. And thank you, James, for the patron boost in the chat. Okay, off I go. I'm going to do my actions. So we're going to do the gatehouse thing, which gets me a water. I've had more water vendors out in this game than ever before. Tig says 2. Rasmus says there's none left. I'm pretty sure there's some left. So what were we doing? Gatehouse. I am going to use this and we're going to buy a gate. And the gate we're going to buy is this super expensive gate over here. So it cost me 3 gold pieces, or 3 dinars, but I do get 7 points. And I'm going to put it on here, which gets me 2 points because it's a colour match, and it comes with a blue keshi that I don't get until the end of the round. Oh, I was hoping it was going to boost my thing, so it doesn't actually matter. No, it's fine. And then that goes guarding the gate. Okay, that's that one done. So now we're going to use this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4. And because of this bonus, I get the point. I get the resource. I got way too many resources. Let's take a water. And then I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 to go 1, 2, 3. So I'm definitely getting this end of round bonus, and I get one of these things. Oh, right. Let's take a lantern. And then I'm going to spend another 1, 2, 3, 4 water to go 1, 2, 3, 4, which gets me another 3 points. And I've landed on here, which is going to get me another 4. And then I spend the other 3 water to move 3 more spaces along, which is another 3 points. Okay, and then I've got this, and unfortunately, I've got 1 bag of spice and 1 lantern, not enough to buy this dagger. So, yeah. Overspent the resources earlier on. It's fine. I'll just trade this in. We'll spend this lantern. We'll get 2 money. And we'll get a resource. In fact, I could have done that first and got another water, and then I could have spent the water to get another point. Yes, could have done that. In fact, I could spend that. Yeah, okay. There you go. So instead of selling the lantern, what I did is I sold the water. Sorry, I sold the spice, which got me 3 water, and then I used the water to go 3 more up the track. Yes. Okay, we're done. So end of round bonus, I get any one of these bonuses, and I'm going to have 3 points. So normally you don't get those for crossing the thresholds, but I do. That's really good. And then end of season bonus, I get 7 points. And then I believe we do end of game, which is 10 points for every completed sector. End of game, completely filled sectors. So 1, 2, 3. I'm happy with that. 3 completed sectors. It's normally what I try and go for. So 1, 2, 3. Where was that? Oh, where was that? I think it was a 1, 2, 3. I think that's right. Oasis tiles. Okay, so that Oasis tile is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points for that one tile. And then my other tile is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Remaining resources. Oh, remaining resources is something. So every 2 of these, or this, I have to spend these, which I did. So that's worth a point, that's worth a point. 2 points. That is it. Okay, so my final score is 148. I'm now going to look up on the table to see how well I did. I'm a proud citizen. So I thought I did really well. 135 is proud citizen. 160 is famously rich merchant. 185 is the right hand of the Grand Vizier. And 201 points, interesting, is the heir apparent to the Pasha. So I did all right, but I've only scored just over the first threshold. But that's fine. This was fantastic. I absolutely love Marrakesh. It is a thoroughly enjoyable game to play. And whilst it might look like there's a lot going on, it's got the classic Feldness. It's got little mini games, but each mini game works in the same way. Whenever you activate a sector, you either add another Keshi or you do the thing in the sector. I love the whole feel. I love the tempo of the game, the pace, the way that it flows. I actually really like this mechanism of you don't quite know what you're going to get out. I like that. I have no problems with that whatsoever. Let's check how many were in there. There were none. They all came out in the end. How weird is that? It was that last round when I threw them in. Okay, we have none left in the tower. Did anybody say none left? I think Rasmus said none left. Yep. Congratulations, you win a Jaffa cake. Next time I see you, let me know. And this was just the base game. So I think the base game of this is great. I don't think it needed an expansion, but it has not just one expansion, it has 2 expansions. I have the first of those, which is all about camel racing and nomads. But there's a lot of variability in the base game as well. There's some extra things that you can put. You can put these things just to cover over these to make this bit different. You don't need it. You really don't need that little bit of variability. And I've not looked at any of the stuff from the expansion yet. The base game is just great to play. So this was a thoroughly enjoyable game. Thank you very much to everybody for joining me this morning. And as I mentioned at the start, this is not a sponsored playthrough. So I've not been paid any money to create this video. All of the advertising revenue goes to charity. I'm on a little bit of a drive at the moment. I'm doing 9 or 10 live streams over 4 days, none of which are sponsored, all of which are made possible through Patreon. So if you enjoy the content that I create and you want to support me and help me carry on making videos like this, you can do so at patreon.com/gaming rules. It was Patreon supporters that voted that this was the game that I was going to be playing today. And this afternoon, I am going to be playing Terraforming Mars with the Automma, the new Automma solo bot, which again is going to be a Paul gets the game out and learns how to play it, because I haven't read the rules for it yet, and we'll see how it goes. But yes, big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. And if you are able to support me on Patreon, that would be fantastic. If you can't, no problem. Just leave me a comment on the video, do all of the likes and all of that sort of stuff. And I'll be back later on today with some Terraforming Mars against the solo bot. Now, what time is it? It's only 11 o'clock. So I have another hour. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to go and get myself a cup of tea and a Jaffa cake. I'm going to put this away. And then I might do an hour of computer game as a Patreon only bonus stream. So yeah, we'll see. I've got 2 hours between now and the Terraforming Mars game. I do need to put this away. I do need to eat, and I do need to have a cup of tea. But I think I've got time for an extra bonus stream. So yeah, give me 15 minutes, and then I will decide what I'm going to do, and I will share it with my Patreon supporters. Right. Thanks very much for watching. See some of you this afternoon. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.